Israel Adesanya posts footage of him rewatching the Sean Strickland fight. As he first posted this, he wrote quietly confident.
All right, championship rounds, Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland. Scorecards could very well be all over the place, at least in that third round. 10 minutes to decide.
Then as he posted this, he wrote, "Don't react, respond." After Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series last night, Dana at the post-event presser responded to the backlash over the Sean Strickland vs. Izzy rematch. Dana says that he's still not opposed to an immediate rematch. Dana also discusses the merger with WWE and whether or not he's going to retire soon.
You were asked about a rematch. You said, that sounds right. But you got, Drickus out there saying, hey, what about me? You got Hamzat and Costa coming up in Abu Dhabi. You had Jared Cannonier there as a backup. So all those seem like viable options. Are you considering all those, or do you still feel like the fight to make is the rematch?
Well, I think if you remember that night, people said, well, what do you think? You think it's a rematch? I said, yeah, the rematch sounds great. Never did I say I saw the stupid that was written, by all these stupid websites. Never once did I say, yes, we're going to do this rematch. I said, yeah, the rematch sounds, we'll see what happens. There's obviously lots of options out there, and we'll see what happens. But yes, I'm still not opposed to an Israel rematch. We'll see how it goes.
You used to never say before my time is up, and now you've started to say that a little bit more.
Well, I'm 54 years old. I mean, I never said my time was up when I was 40, and you know what I mean? When I look at somebody's posts, everybody's talking about how old I look. I am old. That's how this works. I'm older today than I was yesterday. That's how it works. But I feel like I'm 25 again. I've been taking my health serious. I feel great. And, when you start talking about my time is up here, the last 20 years have gone by like this. How fast are the next 20 going to go? So there's still a lot of work to do. And, today was a really, really big day for the sport.
Conor McGregor had some words for Jorge Masvidal today. Conor responded to Justin Gaethje's response to Jorge calling him out. Jorge called out Gaethje to unify the BMF title. Gaethje said, "I don't think he is ever coming back. He looks like he weighs 240 pounds. I fight at 155 pounds. I'm sure he would want to fight at 170. Conor responded, he wrote the most un-BMF shout ever. He fights at 155. LOL. Get into that sauna. Prior to UFC 293, Sean O'Malley said that he would jump off a cliff if Sean Strickland defeated Israel Adesanya.
God, if he wins, I'll probably jump off a cliff onto my head. Jokes. I watched the countdown yesterday. And Sean Strickland definitely doesn't suck. He's not bad. He's good. I want to say something, but I can't. For Sean Strickland to be the UFC champ, that would be fucking crazy. I mean, Izzy would probably get a rematch just because who else would? Who else? Well, Sean Strickland, new champ. Maybe they don't want Strickland as a champ. Come on.
A new episode of the Timbo Sugar Show has just been released, and Sean O'Malley gives his reaction to Strickland winning. He gives Sean props and says that he can see why he would be a nightmare to fight.
Well, who's not giving him credit? No. Sean Strickland is one of the best strikers in the UFC, hands down, 100%.
I don't know who's not giving him credit.
I think there's probably a mixture. Well, dude, Sean Strickland would be a nightmare to fight. He wasn't punching a lot, so in the beginning it was hard. You can't counter. Izzy wanted to counter. Yeah. You couldn't counter. He wasn't throwing. He was just constant pressure. And when he did throw, Sean would counter heavy, and he throws hard, and he looked fast. He had a good snappy jab, sneaky right hand. It wasn't a load up. It was right down the middle. It's crazy that motherfucker literally just spars Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just looked like a fucking
in the press conference he was talking about too. He's like, he literally felt like he was fighting an amateur.
It's I mean, it didn't look like the Izzy that fought Alex had a fight before. It didn't look like that Izzy, but that could literally just because that's just Sean Strickland. Styles make matchups, dude, and that was a very interesting fight.
And he is an expert at that style. He spars so fucking much. No one else could do that but Sean Strickland.
I mean, that just shows you why you have to be so well-rounded. Izzy, imagine if you had, good wrestling. Like, look at Corey when he's he wasn't getting outstruck by Rob by any means, but he was able to just fucking fight an MMA fight. Strickland's got great grappling too, but it's like you weren't winning on the feet any of those rounds. You gotta fucking mix it up.
Alexander Volkanovski plans to make Ilia Topuria pay for his trash talk.
He's undefeated. you know, he's got a big following over there in, in Spain, and again, yeah, he's undefeated. He's on a tear. He beat a guy that was up there, and he's pretty much clearly the next guy. So that excites me itself. And then he likes, he doesn't mind talking. He doesn't mind getting in people's faces and keeps things exciting. Because sometimes it is like that. You've got to find things. I'm good at it. I'm good at finding ways to get me excited. So with Yair Rodriguez, I just try to, all right, so I don't need to be motivated to train, but I wanted to find something that was going to keep me excited and really, really give me something through camp. And I looked at, all right, he's dangerous, so I found a way to really, really get me up in the morning. With this one, I don't need to try and look for anything. He's going to talk, and I love it. And I get, the best part about it, we're in a sport where you can make someone pay for it. So I can't wait.
Dillon Danis and Sean O'Malley had a little back and forth on Twitter. Dillon posted a photo of him and his baby. He wrote, "Life is one crazy trip right now, I can't lie." Sean O'Malley replied saying, "You always have a lazy eye or just sometimes? Sorry, high AF right now, can't tell." Dillon replied with this video. He wrote, "Fun fact, in the lead up to UFC 229, while doing hard sparring sessions with Conor for the Khabib fight, I broke my zygomatic arch and orbital bone, so I think I'm just stuck like this."
Broken orbital bones, broken zygomatic arches, swallowed teeth, broken feet, broken fingers. This has been a war zone.
Sean Strickland recently had some harsh words for Andrew Tate. Sean breaks down why Tate is a con artist. Sean said, "Here's the thing about Andrew Tate, man. As young men, I can see why you guys look up to him because you are moralless men. You have no values, you have no positive male role models, so you latch onto a piece of shit like Tate who has money, who has women. You could say, I want to be like Tate. All my problems in the world, they're because women are f***ing me. It's because this is f***ing me." No, that's not it. Andrew Tate is a con artist. You ever watch that interview where he goes in detail about how he pretended to be a cam girl and used to rob people's savings? So this guy, who is an utter con artist, he shows no remorse. To see the way he talked with no remorse, it wasn't, "You know what, man, I did something so morally wrong. I took advantage of men. I took money from men." It was like, nah, f*** them. I'm a con artist. I'm a piece of shit. So Andrew Tate, guys, if you want to look up to a guy, look up to Jordan Peterson. He understands masculinity, honesty, how to be a f***ing man. And that's gonna wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, "Props to Alex Pereira for not jumping onto the UFC stage and saying, 'Sean beat Izzy after I trained him.' In this age of egoism and narcissism, it's refreshing to hear someone give credit where credit is due. Rock on, Alex Pereira." The second one's from Ethan Green. It's in reference to Ian Gary saying that he's not impressed with Sean's win over Izzy. It says, "Ian Gary is not impressed with anybody's win but his own." And the final one's from Nate Marks. It says, "Let's see Ian Gary 49-46, a fighter who many consider the GOAT." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.